Premier League's back, folks. Get in. Next 9 months of my life are just going to revolve around my old brain and my old head getting destroyed by West Ham. It means I've got to get up early on weekends to watch the games. It means I've got to renew my Fubo TV subscription thinking about it. And I've got to renew my DAZN subscription as well. You know, I haven't thought about football for so long. I forgot to do these things. But anyway, it's back. And as you can tell by the tone in my voice, I'm not really looking forward to it. I don't know why, but I'm not. West Ham's first game was up against Bournemouth, a team that we have an alright, well, more than alright, I suppose we have a decent track record against. But the fact that one team signed a lot of players and the other one hasn't makes me think that this is going to be a difficult game. And even David Moyes said it was going to be a tough game. And trust me when I say this, he's not wrong. I've been watching what Bournemouth's done over the transfer window, and honestly, it's been a massive upgrade on what we've done. Everything they've done is to think long term. We haven't done that at all. Although we have cashed in on a lot of players, Bournemouth looks like it's set for the future, and I'll explain more in the next segment. We know that this Bournemouth side showed a lot of resilience last season in staying up and then sacked Gary O'Neill, and that was a very strange decision because I thought he did very well with them. But I suppose in a way we do very well against Bournemouth, usually. We don't ever have to worry about Callum Wilson ever since he left, and that was the fantastic thing. We don't have to worry about playing against him when we face Bournemouth, and that's a good thing. And it's a game that I always like to watch us play in. I like to watch us play against them. I really do. Because I find it quite entertaining when we face Bournemouth. There's always a few goals in there. We always get a classic 4-0 win, usually, whether it be home or away. And hopefully we can get that tomorrow. It would actually be worth putting maybe a little bet on a 4-0, just because of our track record against them. That was the case back in January 2020. It was the case a few months back towards the end of last season. Who knows? Good things don't seem to come in 2s or 3s. They come in 4s. One of the biggest changes that Bournemouth made during the off-season was getting rid of Gary O'Neill and replacing him with Adoni Iraola. Iraola was actually someone I would have considered for a West Ham manager in the future, and I saw a vision that maybe others didn't. He's perfect for the Premier League and perfect for a team like Bournemouth. He can really get the best out of those players. And as a result, he's definitely planned for the future. He's signed a lot younger players, and he's brought a huge injection of talent into that team. Justin Kluivert signing from Roma for a fee of 9.5 million. Cheap, but going to get the best out of him. Hama Traore signing from Sassuolo for 20 million. They got a good attacking midfielder option. Milos Kerkez, they hijacked the move to Lazio for the Hungarian and signed him to Bournemouth, 15 million. Great left-back target. Alex Scott, a very well sought-after championship player, has finally signed for £25 million. Although he's going to be injured and not playing on Saturday, he's someone for the future. I have heard things about Alex Scott, though. A few Bristol City fans say, although he is a very good player, he might not be ready for the Premier League yet. Time will tell after he's made his debut and settled in. Max Aarons was hijacked from Leeds United and signed on the same day. Max Aarons is a player I have had praise for in the past, but I think he's fallen off a little bit, I cannot lie. These are some very good players, and look at the other players they've got in their team. Players such as Zabani, and as I just checked my notes, I'll just go through the team. They've got players like Zabani, Senesi, Lloyd Kelly, well, he was there pretty much beforehand. Radu signing on loan. Philip Billing is a very good player as well. They've also got players like Semenyo, who's excellent. Good championship pickup. Romain Favre signed from Lyon and loaned out. Was he signed from Lyon actually, or was he loaned out to Lyon? Let me just check that. No, he was signed from Lyon and loaned out to Lorient. I think that's the feeder team of Bournemouth. Just want to check my notes there so I can report accurately and correctly. Still though, Bournemouth's going to be a surprise package in the Premier League. I kid you not when I say that. They will be a surprise package. They will shock a lot of people. Absolutely 100% guarantee it right now. They're going to get a top 11 finish. Far as the ones to watch go, as I look at my notes, I got some ones that stand out. I think Justin Kluivert's going to be excellent. I've actually met his dad, Patrick. I met him in LA. Dango Ouattara who signed from Lorient, a 21-year-old winger who's put in some impressive performances. He's up there. Marco Senesi, a really good defender whom Bournemouth paid club record money for at the time of the signing. I also like Semenyo. I think he's a very decent player on his day. We've also got some players who have been there a little bit longer in the team as well. Look at the story of David Brooks. Battled against cancer, got the all clear, and is now playing again. Someone who could be an inspiration and a mentor to many. So it's really pleasing to see him back, and he gets a shout out for me out of a lot of respect. If I look at my notes again, Hama Traore is going to be a very good player for them. He's young and upcoming. Alex Scott will eventually bet his heels in, and I'll make a fair judgment of him. But I can see what Bournemouth's trying to do. It is, like I said, building for the future. But it's also got this young, vibrant team that's diverse and trying to have its own identity from something that's not relegation fodder. And maybe build a project like they had under Eddie Howe. Yeah, this team could go places, in theory. Anyone could, but Bournemouth, why not? One person who has a lot of connection with Bournemouth and West Ham is Harry Redknapp. He played for both teams, he managed both teams, and still lives on the south coast. Bournemouth always has a special place in Redknapp's heart, and as does West Ham United Football Club. And it's that man that really does tie the two teams together. I'm going to say West Ham scrape it 2-1. Don't know how. But if we lose to Bournemouth, it's going to be a seriously dead away end. Things are going to probably get a bit nasty, in my opinion. In other news, in that sense, if we get a draw at this, I still won't be happy. Bournemouth will do a job on us if we are not careful. We need to really get them somehow. Because this team's going to be quite progressive and moving forward. We got to put our blocks in. We got to be a bit more standstillish against them. I'm gutted to hear that Edson Alvarez might not even be playing tomorrow. But Flynn Downs is on his way out. So there might be room to get another midfielder in. Ward Prowse is having his medical and is set to sign over the weekend, so that's a good thing. I suspect he's going to be in attendance for Southampton's game versus Norwich just to say goodbye to the fans, and I totally respect that. But it would have been nice for him to play against Bournemouth because that's one of his rival teams. He's from Portsmouth, played for Southampton, playing against a South Coast rival. That would have been the stuff dreams are made of. But not all dreams can come true. But it doesn't matter though. Everyone who's travelling to the game tomorrow, wish you a very safe journey. Just to sign off, let's have this 9 months of absolute torture commence tomorrow. Bring it.